new students and freshmen alike, getting your schedule can seem like a bunch of names that mean nothing. Even seniors haven't met all of the 113 teachers here at NCHS. And even if you know a teacher's name and what they look like, do you really know them? Stephen Vehslage may be a name you have never heard. He teaches American law and AP US government and politics. He lives in Milton with his 4 kids, and he is one of my favorite teachers.
It's a long, complicated road. I was a lawyer before I was a teacher, and I was practicing law. I always had being a teacher is kind of a fantasy other life. But I was also drawn by being a lawyer. But the longer I was a lawyer, the more I began to have angst about my life's purpose and whether I had made the right choice. Ultimately pulled the plug and went back to school and became a teacher. Drawn by the mission, I guess. There were days when I would go home as a lawyer where I wasn't sure that my work was being put to good use. I never have that feeling as a teacher. There are good days and bad days, but I never doubt the underlying mission. I get a kick out of the subject matter because it's the relevance of it becomes pretty clear to students, come right out of the gate, because when they go home and turn the television on, there's stuff that's related to what we're doing in class. So I like the immediacy of it. I get a big kick out of watching kids' minds kind of switch on. Not a huge fan of the grading, but pretty much everything else I enjoy. Starting at from the most general down to the specific. The most general, I'd like to just flip the switch and make sure that they're engaged and switched on and curious, and their pores are wide open. I think that's sort of project number one. And then from there, there's a whole set of skill sets that I want them to work on, from presentation to writing to just developing critical thinking skills, how to study, how to be a student, and to find joy in learning and in the life of the mind. I love teaching seniors. There's some potential downsides, I guess, given that they're all applying to college, so there's some added stress and pressure in there. And then there's the added stress that comes with getting into college and not being as motivated as they otherwise might. But by and large, students stay with me and work through the years. But I like the engagement and the sort of stage of development of seniors. I like them. Hugely gratifying, and slightly terrifying. Speaking in front of over 1,000 people always a little unnerving, but to be selected was a huge honor. I appreciated it. My time is devoted to being dad, which ranges from helping them with life to driving them around. Outside of my kids, photography, guitar, play a lot of tennis. Not sure. I guess I would anchor it either the founding period of this country and be a fly on the wall in the Constitutional Convention, or if I could go back and change things with minor adjustments here and there, I guess I would go after the most brutal periods and try and change them in some way. So I guess I would try and shift Adolf Hitler's goals in some way, however that might be. My father was a national champion in squash, was the best player of his generation, and arguably the best player in the world at one time. I did not fully inherit his racket's abilities, but I can hit a tennis ball okay. Most kids don't know that I've got 4 kids and lead a pretty full outside life as a result. 1 going to college, 2 in 9th grade, and then 1 in 5th grade. come in ready to have fun, to work hard, and to open your eyes and be hungry and open to new ways of thinking.